everyone, you're listening to Kate Palmer, and this is a quick clip about using Easy Mount to mount those unmounted stamps and a little bit of a look at the Walnut Hollow craft knife. So what you'll find sometimes is when you buy a stamp, you just receive the red rubber. So this is one of my newest ones from Sweet Pea. It's not a new Sweet Pea stamp, but it's new to me. And when it arrives, you notice it has nothing on the back. So it's not sticky, it doesn't have any grey padded foam, and it's not mounted on a piece of wood. So what on earth do you do with it when you receive a stamp that's just a piece of red rubber? Now, there's a couple of different things that you can do, but my current favourite is a product called Easy Mount. So it comes in a roughly A4 or American letter size piece of product. So it comes with a cover paper with the instructions, which is always helpful, and a little protective cover on the back. And as you can see, it's this nice grey foam cushion. So I've gone ahead and I've put some of my new Sweet Pea stamps on here. And all I do is I try and line them up as close as I can so I can use as much of this surface area as possible. Now there's always little pieces where the stamps are an odd shape and they're not going to fit. Depending on how large the area, like this one here, I might cut it out and then just stick it back onto this Easy Peel liner so I can use it on a smaller stamp later. So for years I've used my fantastic Kai scissors when cutting this, but as you can see, they get seriously gunked up. You've got to clean them every single time with eucalyptus oil or something like that. See all that gunky stuff? They get really sticky and you have to ink them with some kind of re-inking fluid. I was using VersaTool just so that they don't get stuck in the Easy Mount. Now, I've been doing that for ages, but it was really, really annoying. And then I swapped to using just a plain old scalpel blade. This one was just a Cutter Bee brand, and it worked really well. So all you would do is just slide this around until it cut through the product. Again, it gets quite gunky and you've got to clean it. So I've been looking for a better way of doing this, and I've just found it. So this is my new tool set, and it's from Walnut Hollow, and it is this fantastic little hot tool here, and it comes with 50 squillion attachments. It even comes with its own little box to hold it in, little stand so that you don't rest it on your bench top and melt things. But the bit that was exciting me the most is it comes with a craft knife attachment. So that turns this little hot tool into a hot blade, and this just cuts through the Easy Mount like butter. So I got this little hot tool from a place in Australia that sells Walnut Hollow products, and it is called the Thread Studio. They're online and they're absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Dale and Ian. You've always given me fabulous service, and I'm loving this new product that I bought from you. Now, because this is a hot tool, it's incredibly important to be really careful whilst using it. Always use the little holder. Don't touch the hot tip, and whatever you do, make sure this does not drop off your desk. So the little hot knife requires some time to heat up, and I'm going to be using my glass mat to cut this on. Now this one is from EK Success. It doesn't matter what brand, as long as it's a nice hard cutting surface that is has no problem with heat. So I'll come back when my hot knife has heated up. It doesn't take very long. It does say 3 to 5 minutes on the packet, but I found that after about 2 minutes you can use it quite comfortably for this. Now, notice I didn't touch that then. I'm just holding it over my hand. You can actually feel the heat coming off the blade. Well, you can actually feel the heat coming off this entire section here. It's got this little heat guard, but even with that, it doesn't get uncomfortably hot, but you can certainly feel the heat on your fingers after you've been working with it for a little while. See how it's also got the heat scorching up on this section here. Be very, very careful. From here down, it's really quite hot. So just to show you how easy this is, I'll just do this round one here. Now, I have a little thing for my Sweet Pea stamps. They're just beautiful. I love them. I'm working on owning them all. Don't tell my husband. So all you need to do is holding the blade straight, because you don't want to cut at an angle under the foam. You just run it around the edges here. I either twist my product or twist my hand, one of the two. And again, I'm just running it flat around the edge here. Now there's absolutely no resistance when using this, it just cuts like butter. There's no dragging. I've actually had blisters from using my craft knife when I got a few new stamps all at once. Now I'm just resting this back over on my little heat tool rest over here. You can actually see the steam coming off the blade at that point. Alright, and then all you do is lift this out. Now this actually peeled off the backing sheet quite smoothly. Sometimes the craft knife actually cuts through the backing sheet as well, in which case there'll be a little white plastic cover over here. You just peel it off. So this stuff is cling mount, and all you need to do to use it is grab an acrylic block. If you don't have an acrylic block, anything smooth and hard will do, and stick your stamp to the block to use. You can see this doesn't come off until you're ready to peel it off. The really lovely thing about cling mount is if the back gets dirty, like mine often get covered in cat fur and embossing powder, or mica powder if I'm telling the truth, all you need to do is remove this from the acrylic block. I store mine on little acrylic panels, and you can just rinse it under the tap using warm water, not hot, warm water, and just generic soap. I'm not talking about a bar of soap here. The liquid soap is my preference. You don't even need to use soap. You can always just use the water. Make sure it air dries. Don't dry it on a hand towel or anything, because it'll pick up the fibers from the hand towel, and then just pop it back onto its acrylic mounting panel. And this is a fantastic way, if you do not have a lot of space, is to buy the unmounted stamps and then mount them on cling mount yourself. The Walnut Hollow Heat tool just makes that so much easier. You can see how quick that was. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the rest of my stamps. I hope that was helpful, guys. So I'll see you later. Bye.